As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Got it in the middle. It's Horton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Hale. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Let's talk about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys...
Touchdown time! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So South Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also
breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Plucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move the defensive lineman out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Hale. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Horton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. To see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Adams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his man. It's Bennett. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Using his feet to buy time. Step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front there. The physical, skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
That's caught. It's Hale. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Harper. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Brown.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver. Put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. caught behind the line. It's Hunt. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive, bro. It's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Sellers. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hale.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
Pulls it in, it's Hale. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught over the middle, it's Horton. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth.
Turning it on! And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Brown. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Grab near the marker, it's Hale. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It's as if you're in goal in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Across the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets the give. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Power football with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to keep it in the air. The short hands, it's Adams.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it over the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air. It's Simpson. Finds his target down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Heaves it deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Simpson. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Using his legs, it's Young. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Hunt. Hunt near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are. Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances. They'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Looking to throw it, Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. The offense puffs it up. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Looking to throw. fires to the wideout. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. To throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab, it's Horton. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
One last incompletion, and that'll do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.